Do it with me. Now say something, say a Stranger Things iconic line. Mouth breather.
Edna mode.
No. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are going to be watching episode 1 of season 5 of Stranger Things. And just a heads up, if you're looking for a serious watch through of people who are going to analyze the show and really know what's going on, you've come to the wrong place. This is not that channel. Just kidding, change of plans. I will no longer be doing a live react to Stranger Things for a few reasons. One, we tried filming that video yesterday on Thanksgiving. I was having a hard time. I didn't feel very funny. I didn't feel very talkative. I was kind of really missing my cat that had passed a few months ago. It's my first holidays without her. So I tried it for like 15 minutes and then I was like, this video is going to be bad. I think they're going to feel the depression radiating through the video. So instead, we're going to be recapping episode by episode, season 5 of Stranger Things. This is chapter 1, The Crawl. So we open up and we are taken back to 1983. This is merely 4 years before our current season. I forget that canonically season 1 happened 4 years ago. It's hard when your characters are obviously adults playing 14 to 16-year-olds. Don't even talk to me about Holly. We'll get to Holly. Anyways, we see a young Will Byers hiding out in his little tent he's made in the woods while he's stuck in the Upside Down. He's singing his little songs. He's got... Whoop! Who put that flag there? When suddenly a Demogorgon... It did the thing. You know, it does this. It opens up like a scary one. And it runs and it chases him. And he runs his little legs. And he fucking eats shit like 4 times. And he runs into a house. And of course, it's whose house? Vecna's house. Vecna comes out looking like the Jim Carrey Grinch costume got all of its skin ripped off and now it's just like its entrails. I don't know why did he have like a little pudge? He looked like Freddy Krueger and the Grinch had a baby and it was Vecna. And he's got a little belly. Don't give him a jovial little pot belly. Vecna proceeds to shove a tentacle into Will's mouth. Take what implications you will with that. And like pump him full of this goo. It was a hard watch. It was a hard watch. Me and my partner were both like, This feels bad. This feels gross. And it is. And he's like, you and me, William, we're going to do some beautiful things together. We're going to do some beautiful things, William. Little boy. Sorry, I don't know why that voice always comes up when I think of, like, children being predated on. I don't know, it just came out of nowhere. Boom, we're back in present day, 1987. Little Holly Jolly is waving to Slenderman? I don't know. The Byers moved back to Hawkins, and now they're living with the Wheelers. Why? I'm not really sure, because in this universe, Hawkins has literally been ripped apart, but they've put metal plates over the cracks in the earth and put military around the town, and they're just going about normally. So why the Byers weren't able to like refinance their mortgage of their house and just move back in, I don't know. You know, maybe I'm asking too many questions. I'm not suspending my belief enough, and that's on me. And it's like a hustle and bustle. The house is packed. It feels a little chaotic. But Mr. Wheeler, Mike's dad, he's going to die a gruesome, brutal death this season. And they want us to be happy about that. He cannot wait for these people to get out of his house. As if literally the world's not falling apart outside. These people who have been through so much, needing refuge while they get back on their feet. And he's like, Karen, when will they leave? Mr. Wheeler's gonna get his shit rocked. Okay, so we know where Mike, Will, Jonathan, Nancy, Holly, Joyce, we know where they're all at. Where are our other friends? Well, these days, old Rockin' Robin has taken over the Squawk radio station. She's a radio host? And Steve is like her zany sound effects sidekick. Sure. Why not? I feel like Robin's character has changed so much. Like the first season she was in, like season 3, she was like sarcastic and took no shit, and she felt like a bully older sister.
You are 046, Popeye.
Yeah, I can count.
You know that means you suck.
And now she's like quirky and weird and silly and what the fuck? When did that shift happen? Also, everyone this season, and maybe it's intentional, I don't know. At least in this first episode, everybody feels like they don't want to be there. I mean, it's like you can feel the contractual obligation for these actors to be on set. That's how it felt to me. Some of the stuff, I mean, this whole episode could not have been more, guys, we must defeat Vecna. It's what we have to do. This is the most important thing in our lives. You're right, and we're best friends, and we're doing friendship and have to stick together for our families too. Exactly. And, be true to who we are. The lack of energy is palpable. And of course, we still have a few missing characters. So where's little Dusty Buns? He's walking around the halls of Hawkins, trying to keep Eddie's spirit alive and keep the Hellfire Club going. This isn't a very popular decision for a lot of people, especially a lot of the jocks. They still think that Eddie was this, satanic, evil dude. So for Dustin to be sticking up for him like this really rubs them the wrong way. And Dustin's our little depressed baby this year. Last time we had Max, now we have Dustin. He's sad. He's sad his friend is dead. He's sad his friend is dead. He's only 5 foot when all his other friends are like 6'3". I get it. I empathize. I understand. Dustin seems to be the only one really stuck in keeping the Hellfire Club alive. Will and Mike could not care less. Lucas is there to make sure the jocks aren't messing with him. But he's also like, hey, I don't really know Eddie. I don't really care. That leaves us wondering where old Elle and Hopper are. And Hopper, I won't say anything. It's just, where is he living again? Anyways. So it turns out Elle is training with Hopper and Joyce, her little collective adoptive parents. She's been training so that she will be able to go on the next crawl into the Upside Down. Then we go to Steve and Jonathan having a dick swing contest over Nancy. And who's the winner? Robin, hopefully. When will they kiss? Also, is it only me, or why did I think Maya Hawke was a lesbian? This is like some Mandela effect. I thought she was a lesbian. And she got engaged to a dude, and I was like searching it up, going, am I crazy? She's like not even queer. Let me know if I'm the only person that thought Maya Hawke was truly one of the girls for the girls. WLW. Now, you may have noticed we're missing a character that we haven't seen so far. Max. I wouldn't say she's so much in the episode as like her body makes a cameo. Right now we see that Robin is sending out some secret signals that's telling the other group times and locations and whatever. Why she has to do this over the radio and she can't just call them? So the crawl is what they call the missions they go on to get into the Upside Down in order to try to find Vecna. It's been a few months, I think, since the end of season 4, timeline-wise. They're not sure if Vecna's dead or alive, and the military has the opening to the Upside Down surrounded. They go into it for missions. I think they're looking for Elle, or I'm not super sure what they're doing. Like I said, I am not a vapid watcher. I'll probably be pretty lost this whole season. And don't explain it to me in the comments. I don't want to know. La, 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 la. Oh, but you did. La, 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 la. I know what I know. I don't what I don't. And I'm fine with that. But basically their plan is that when the military goes into the Upside Down, Hopper is going to hop into their bus. Hopper's going to get into one of their vehicles, go into the Upside Down with the soldiers. And as he's going, Steve and Jonathan will be in a van right on top of them and following them along for the exact reason I'm not sure. Because if he were to get in trouble, they can't do anything. But that's what they're doing. They're Eiffel Towering Hawkins. We cut to the boys in the woods. When will they let Bowl Hair Buyer die? Will's been done the dirtiest every season, hair and style wise. And he's gay. You're telling me the gay kid looks like that? Then we get this goofy ass spinning scene. I don't know. This first episode was like so silly, goofy. This feels like a parody. Elle's not allowed to go on the crawl because Hopper's worried that the soldiers will see Elle and take her. Because the military in Hawkins does want to find Elle, and they have some sort of plan for her, but we're not sure what yet. Now we get to see a little bit more of our girl Holly. And I just want you to take a look at this picture of Holly. How old do you think this character is in the show? 14? Not a bad guess. 12? Can absolutely see it. 10? Looking a little young. 7. In the show, this character is 7. The kid in real life, 14. This has got to be like a nepotism baby. This has to be somebody's niece, because there's no fucking way they cast a 14-year-old to play a 7-year-old. Holly starts talking about how there's some imaginary friend that she has that protects her because monsters eat kids like her. I'd pick her up by those fucking overalls. I go, what'd you say? What does that mean? I don't know if this means Holly's gonna be haunted like Will was, or what? Maybe she's gay. Oh my god, I didn't know you'd be here. Hey, Miss Wheeler. Robin's still going strong with her girl Vicky from last season. Vicky's a nurse. Anyways, Will accidentally sees them canoodling in one of the rooms, and he freaks. He said, ew, girls kiss, ew. Ew, oh my god, ew. We can see that Dustin's still really affected by Eddie, and he goes to his grave later that day to clean up all the graffiti that's been put on it. And while he's there, guess who pops up? The jocks. And they, beat the shit out of him. Me and my partner were watching it, and we were like, so he'd be dead, right? Like, the way they're beating him, he'd be joining Eddie. We finally get our Malevolent reunion. Mike and Elle get to join one another for the first time that we're seeing in this season. And the chemistry is... yeah, where is it? I don't know. It's time for the crawl. The team plans out everything perfectly. It goes all according to plan. They singe off the crust of the Upside Down, and Hopper's able to sneak inside. It's going well until Will has a That's So Raven moment. He can suddenly see, like, through the Demogorgon's view in the Upside Down, and he sees that the car that Hopper's in is getting attacked by Demogorgons. Will goes into, like, a convulsive seizure type thing that he's pretty known for, and Joyce smacks the shit out of him. Like, these teens are getting beat left and right in episode 1. Will comes out of it, and he tells them that they're coming. The Demogorgons are coming for Mike's family. Dun, dun, dun. Yes, right before the episode cuts, we see the Demogorgon do a little peekaboo to Mr. and Mrs. Wheeler. So what's going to happen to these parents? Will Hopper make it out of the Upside Down? Will Nancy and Robin ever kiss? Is Max ever going to be more than a mannequin? Come find out when I recap and review episode 2. Thank you all so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. I make all kinds of videos. You should check out more of my channel. If you like this, I do more. Anyways, I'll see you all in the next one.